Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of What If Midoriya Had Boosted Gear. You guys seemed to like the first part and wanted another one, so here it is. Again, huge thanks to Micah Williams for writing the script. All credit of the series goes to him. I only did some very minor edits. If you guys haven't seen the last part for whatever reason, there's a link in the description below and the annotation above. If you want more of this series, let me know in the comments or by hitting that like button. Now let's get started. In the previous episode, Midoriya got into UA by using his boosted gear to beat the robots. Now, Midoriya is about to head off for his first day of school when his mother says, "Sweetie, look how strong you've gotten. You're on your road to becoming the #1 hero. Honey, I love you, but try to stay out of trouble. You have always been one to act without thinking." Midoriya says, "I think plenty." Drake says, "You're almost as hot-headed as Bakugo, you just have a cooler." Inko says, "Drake, try to keep him out of trouble." And Midoriya, being mad, says, "He's the one who's getting me into trouble. He spends most of his time bad-mouthing my teachers right in front of them. And then I'm the one who gets blamed for it." Inko chuckles before telling them to head off. They leave and arrive at UA, and once he gets into the building, Midoriya starts looking for his class. When Dreg begins to speak, Midoriya, "It's okay to feel nervous." Midoriya responds, "I know, but why stress and feel worried? I'm following my dream. Why should I worry about that? And I tell you all the time, you don't have to call me by my surname. We're friends, man. You even call my mom by her first name, so why call me Midoriya?" Dreg says, Okay, I'll try. But enough of that. Look alive, kiddo." Quick side note, in this series, Aoyama is being replaced by a character named Yuma Amano. Her quirk is Fallen Angel. Her quirk is Fallen Angel. She has long black wings that allow her to, well, fly, and she can produce light spears in different forms. Well, they don't have to be spears, that's just what she normally goes for. Midoriya then gets the thought, I hope Bakugo is in my class. When he notices he's in front of his classroom door, he opens it. When he does, he sees a kid with glasses yelling at Bakugo, "Take your feet off that desk now!" Bakugo, not amused, says, "Huh?" The kid with glasses continues, "It's the first day and you're already disrespecting this academy by scuffing school property, you cretin." Before Bakugo can reply, Midoriya interrupts, "Wow, Kachan, it's the first day and you already have somebody mad at you." A huge grin forms on Bakugo's face and he stands up to give Deku a high five, saying, "You and your loud mouth." Midoriya retorts, "You're one to talk." They both smile. Midoriya then says to Ida, "No, you don't know Katsuki, but maybe you shouldn't go around calling people cretins. Maybe that's just me. You're open to your own opinions." Bakugo says, "Thanks, but I didn't need your help. I could have just blown him up if I wanted to." Midoriya retorts, "But I assumed you didn't want to get expelled on your first day." Bakugo annoyed responds, "Yeah, whatever." They then walk past Ida to their seats, like he isn't even there. Raka then walks in and recognizes Deku instantly. "Oh my god, you're the explosion boy," she says. Midoriya, pointing at Bakugo, says, "I think you got the wrong person." He then recognizes the girl and says, "Oh crap, you're the girl who was trapped on the rubble. Are you okay?" Uraka, with a big smile, answers, "Yeah, I'm fine, thanks for saving me. But I wonder what our teachers are like. I can't wait to meet everyone." Because everyone is in the class and not walks in to make his speech, everyone quiets down and he says, "It took 8 seconds before you all shut up. That's not going to work. Time is precious. Rational students would understand that." Midoriya looks at the doorway. Seeing Aizawa there, he thinks, so he must be our teacher. Mr. Aizawa continues, "Hello, my name is Shota Aizawa. I'm your homeroom teacher." Midoriya thinks, well, no duh, why else would you be here? Mr. Aizawa keeps speaking, "Alright, let's get to it. Put these on and head outside." He then digs through his sleeping bag, pulling out a gym uniform. A bit later, they go outside, and there, Aizawa explains the Quirk orientation test. The students, confused, all exclaim, "A Quirk apprehension test?" Raka says, "But orientation, we're gonna miss it." Aizawa responds by saying, If you really want to make the buns by saying, if you really want to make the big leagues, you can't waste time on pointless ceremonies. Here at UA, we're not tethered to tradition. That means that I get to run my class however I see fit. You have been taking standardized tests your entire lives, but you have never gotten to use your quirks in physical exams before. The country's still trying to pretend that everyone is born equal by not letting those with the most power excel. It's not rational. One day, the Ministry of Education will learn. Midoriya, you managed to get the most points on the entrance exam. What was your farthest distance throw when you were in junior high? Midoriya answers, 70 meters, I think. Aizawa says, right. Try doing it with your quirk. Anything goes, just stay in the circle. Go on, you're wasting all of our time. Midoriya activates his boosted gear. He thinks to himself, I can get Drake to boost 4 times in a row and do the trick. Midoriya says, Drake, boost me 4 times, that should do the trick. Drake says, no problem, Izuku. Midoriya smiles and Drake starts boosting. Boost. 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 Midoriya then throws the ball with it reaching 280 meters. He then thinks to himself, not bad. Aizawa then says, all of you need to know your maximum capabilities. It's the most rational way to figure out your potential as a pro hero. Aizawa shows the class Midoriya's score and their jaws drop. Midoriya begins to size Aizawa up. This guy seems pretty on edge, probably shouldn't say anything to tip him off. Kaminari says, 280 meters? Are you kidding me? Ashido begins to speak as well, but Midoriya reacts fast. He thinks, damn, I can't have her saying anything that could put us in a bad situation. He gets behind her to cover her mouth. Zero also begins to speak, but Midoriya covers his mouth as well. Midoriya whispers, don't say anything reckless, this guy isn't messing around. Quick note. This is because Zero and Ashido are important factors for Eraserhead deciding to expel someone, so this is Micah's way of making sure no one gets expelled. Drake then begins to speak. You shouldn't push out boosts like that, it's a lot more taxing than the 10-second wait. Be more careful, Izuku. Midoriya says, I know, Drake. We then get to the 50-meter dash. Here Midoriya has boosted 2 more boosts, so instead of getting 7.02 seconds, like in canon, he gets 1.17 seconds. Dusting Bakugo. Next, it's the strength grip exam. Here he boosts 5 more times. He uses the time it took to get inside the gymnasium to do this. So instead of getting 56 kilograms, he gets 616 kilograms. So he gets 76 more points than Shoji. After that comes the standing long jumps. Here Midoriya clears the sandbox. Later comes the repeated sidestep jumps. In this one, Midoriya does on par with Mineta. Then comes the sit-ups. Midoriya breezes through the sitting toe touch. I don't see as much of a problem. And the long distance run, Midoriya basically dusts everyone. Midoriya comes in first in every test. His stats get progressively better as time goes on. Everyone is just moved down on the bracket 1 spot from normal because of this, with Mineta being in the last place. But Aizawa doesn't expel anyone. After the school day is over, when Bakugo and Midoriya are walking... Sorry, I shouldn't have called you a cretin. I was out of line. Bakugo is about to be a jerk, but Midoriya slaps him in the back of the head. Bakugo mad shouts, hit me like that again and I'll blow you to smithereens. Midoriya says, yeah, whatever. Before Ida can walk off, Midoriya begins to speak. Yo, glasses. Ida, was it? You can walk with us if you want. With a smile, Ida says, sure. Uraka then runs up behind them, shouting, hey, wait up, you guys! Are you going to the station? I'll join you guys. Ida turns around and says, you're the Infinity Girl, right? Uraka says, I'm Ochako Uraka. Let's see, you're Tenya Ida, you're Izuku Midoriya, and Katsuki Bakugo. Midoriya says, right. Midoriya, that's me. Bakugo, why are you here? Midoriya hits him on the shoulder and says, don't be a jerk, man. They then walk off to the station. The next day, the classes go pretty normal until Hero Basic Training. All Might comes through the door yelling, "I am here! Coming through the door like a hero!" The class gets excited about All Might being the teacher. All Might explains what they'll be doing and finishes by telling the class one of the most important parts about being a hero is looking good! And their suits come out of the wall. All Might says, "Put those on and meet me at ground beta." Midoriya, because he wasn't training with All Might, got to send in a form, and his new suit is pretty cool. He has a red tail that he can control with a sharp tip at the end that he can swing and cut stuff with. But it's also very durable, so he can slam it into things and do a hell of a lot of damage. On his right hand, he has a red gauntlet on his wrist that extends into each of his fingers. Picture Garupika from Hunter x Hunter, the way his chains surround his hand. That's basically what they look like. In this case, the claws are retractable and can be used for slashing stuff. The mouth guard he has basically completely changed from his form. In this suit, he has these two earpieces that when he clicks a button on the left one, a machine covers from his nose to his chin. The guard basically looks like the one his Gamma suit has, where the guard is silverish. The earpieces are basically just communicators. His shoes are these red metal boots that on command talons can come off of the sides and the back. The feet are basically used to work in unison with the boosted gear. The tail and the claws do climb onto walls. Finally, he has a red hoodie for no real reason, just to look cool. For the same reason, he also has green sunglasses. Alright, now for the 2 vs 2 battles. In this scenario, all the teams are the same as in the main series. At this point, All Might has explained the rules and gives the villains 2 minutes to prepare. Midoriya begins to talk to Uraka, saying, "Bakugo is most likely going to come straight for me." Uraka asks, "So what's the plan then?" Midoriya says, "I'll distract him. You sneak past him, find the bomb, and then radio me. Hopefully I'll have taken him down by then. Then we double team Ida and we get the bomb." Uraka says, "Got it." Midoriya says, "Okay, booster gear, go!" Boost. Uraka says, your gauntlet?" Midoriya says, "Dreg." Uraka says, "You named it? That's so cool." Dreg interrupts saying, "Name me? Please. Like you can go around dragons. They are hundreds of thousands of years old." Uraka says, "But like I was saying, won't Drake be too loud?" Midoriya says, "We don't have that much time. Why waste it by hiding?" Uraka, hesitant, says, "I guess you're right." Boost. All Might then gives them the go-ahead to go inside. They enter and Midoriya says, "Boost me 3 times. Boost. Boost. Boost." Midoriya then pushes his left earpiece, activating his mouth guard. Then he pulls his hood on and they continue to walk for a while until Midoriya hears footsteps. All his stats are boosted, including his senses. Midoriya says, "Uraka, get back." Midoriya puts his back on the wall so when Bakugo turns the corner, Midoriya grabs him and tries to flip him. However, with Bakugo's free arm, he settles off an explosion onto Midoriya's arm, using the momentum to reverse the flip and slamming Midoriya into the ground. Bakugo says, "That won't work. We have been training together for 10 months. You really think I didn't see that coming?" Midoriya on the ground while looking at Bakugo says, Yeah, whatever." Bakugo tries to fly an explosion, pointing blank at Midoriya's face. Midoriya spins out of the way, swinging his tail, forcing Bakugo to jump back. Boost! Bakugo notices Uraka, and while he is in the air, he blasts straight towards her. Midoriya tries to stop him, but Bakugo kicks her to the ground. Midoriya tackles Bakugo out of the air, pounding him down. Concerned, Midoriya shouts, "Uraka, are you hurt?" Uraka gets up and says, "Yeah, I'm fine." Bakugo shoots an explosion at Midoriya, throwing him back. While doing this, Bakugo says, "Pay attention!" Midoriya says, "Uraka, run! Go find the bomb!" Boost! Bakugo yells, I don't think so. Bakugo tries to... Bakugo yells, I don't think so. Bakugo tries to fly after Uraka, but Midoriya grabs his ankle, swinging him into the wall. Bakugo blows a hole in the wall so he wouldn't be hurt. Through the smoke, Deku sees an orange glow, then jumps out of the way so he wouldn't be blown up by Bakugo's attack. Bakugo jumps through the hole, shooting another explosion at Midoriya, but he again moves out of the way. Trying to upset Bakugo, Midoriya says, you really need to work on your aim. Boost! Bakugo is about to get mad when Midoriya punches him in the face. From the impact, Bakugo is about to fly backward, but Midoriya grabs his ankle. Bakugo fires an explosion. He shoots forward, making Midoriya lose his grip on the ankle. Before he's kicked across the room, Midoriya thinks to himself, I might be stronger, but that speed is crazy. Midoriya then comes up with an idea. He runs straight at Bakugo. Boost! Bakugo shouts, die! Midoriya shouts, now! As he aims his gauntlet at Bakugo, transfer! Because Midoriya knows Bakugo has to calculate his explosions so he doesn't go too fast, he transfers all 9 boosts into Bakugo, making him fly straight past him and into a wall. Uraka, through the communicator, says, I found the bomb, but I was spotted though. Sorry. Midoriya says, it's fine. I took down Bakugo, but I have to build my boosts up again. Bakugo says who? You idiot. You might have boosted my speed, but you also boosted my durability, so that just tickled. Midoriya says, I know. He then starts counting down. 3, 2... Bakugo starts feeling weak and falls to one knee. Midoriya says, burst! It takes a whole lot of training to handle so many boosts at once. I can only boost 12 times in a row before my body gives out. And you, a person who has never boosted before, 9, to be honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to burst. Good job! Midoriya walks up to Bakugo and kicks him in the side of the head, knocking him out. Midoriya then realizes how drained he is and asks, how many boosts do I have before I burst? Dreg answers, well, you boosted 9 times, and 4 of those were rushed, and then you transferred so many you can do 8 back-to-back, then 3 normal, I would say. Midoriya says, give me 5 back-to-back then. Midoriya is rushing to Uraka, to where Uraka was. He did not fight Bakugo in the same spot he did in the cannon, so he just runs there. He gets to the room and sees Uraka panting, and she is kind of dizzy. Midoriya asks, what happened? Uraka answers, well, he keeps moving the bomb around, so I can't catch. And I kept making myself float, so I'm kind of dizzy now. Midoriya thinks to himself, if I rushed 5 boosts, then boosted twice on the way here, and I just boosted again, I should be able to outpace Ida. Midoriya rushes to touch the bomb. Ida realizes Midoriya is faster than him, so when Izuku gets next to him, he grabs his arm and throws him back to the side. Uraka catches Ida off guard though, making him weightless. Midoriya plays off this move by jumping into the air and slamming his fist into Ida's helmet, making him fly into the floor and knocking him out. Uraka then touches the bomb, giving them the victory to the heroes. After Midoriya watches the other teams to do their matchups, class is done, and the day is finished. Midoriya and Uraka go to the infirmary to pick up Ida and Bakugo before going home. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave this episode, the first day of this week, where I'll be... Again, a huge thing to Micah Williams for writing this episode. If you enjoy this one and you want more, please hit that like button, and if you want, you can always check out some of the other videos of my channel. Until tomorrow, when the next video of this special comes, have a nice day, everyone. Bye!